Stephen Guss. You're watching the numbers, the inflow, the outgo. Has this latest financial crisis changed the picture a little bit?
Ray, it has a little bit. The latest financial crisis has affected us mainly in terms of the recession. The recession that has come along has resulted in our cash inflow being a little bit less. We were expecting about $86 billion more in revenue coming in during 2009 than we were going to pay out in benefits. Now we're looking at only about $20 billion more for 2009. About two-thirds of that is because we have less revenue coming in because of less people working. Of course, that's what happens in a recession. But about $20 billion of it, interestingly enough, is because we're paying out more benefits.
So people are retiring earlier than they might have otherwise planned?
People are retiring a little bit earlier. People are also trying to work longer. But one of the big things we had just this year was we had that large cost of living adjustment because oil prices spiked. So we're facing that. The longer term picture, though, and really if I can just address a point that you mentioned earlier, is I think, as you were suggesting, that the relative numbers of workers versus beneficiaries is going to change. We, for some years now, had about 3.3 workers for every beneficiary under Social Security. That's going to drop over the next 30 years to about 2 workers for every beneficiary. Still more workers than beneficiaries, but only 2 to 1 instead of 3 to 1. And interestingly enough, that's almost entirely because of the change in birth rates in our country. Women used to have, during the baby boom era, over 3 children during a lifetime on average. Now we're dropped down to, for the past 15 years, and we expect for the future, only 2 children per woman on average in the United States. It varies obviously by population segment. But with only 2 children per woman, that's the leading cause of the change in Social Security's costs in the future.